opening the doors to criticism from Republicans who are running to replace President Obama, including Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
He spoke at Furman University this morning and held nothing back when talking about the president's plan to defeat ISIS. 7 News reporter Addie Hampton is live in our Greenville bureau tonight with that story.
Yeah, Addie, it sounds like Senator Cruz is framing this as the president is lecturing instead of leading.
Exactly, Gordon. Diane, he even went so far as to call President Obama a schoolmarm in that address, saying he was condescending to the American public about those terror threats. These are similar views shared by other top Republicans who are reiterating their own national security plans today in the wake of terror attacks in Paris and right here at home.
And I think the American people are looking for a commander-in-chief who will keep us safe, who will do what is necessary to utterly destroy ISIS, and that's what I intend to do as president.
But this objective, according to Texas Senator Ted Cruz, is something President Obama hasn't done in his 7 years on the job. In the wake of the mass shooting in San Bernardino last week, now determined an ISIS-influenced terror attack, the president took to the podium to address the country Sunday night.
This was an act of terrorism designed to kill innocent people.
But despite calling on Congress to outlaw those on terrorists' no-fly list from buying weapons, Cruz wasn't having it.
Last night, President Obama's address to the country was profoundly disappointing.
He wasn't alone. Tweets by frontrunner Donald Trump asked, "Is that all there is?" And "We need a new president fast." While Governor Jeb Bush said it was time for a wartime commander-in-chief to take over.
Following San Bernardino, what President Obama and Hillary and the liberals say is we need to take away the guns of law-abiding citizens.
And once again, the particularly polarizing topic of gun control takes center stage. President Obama's address demanding tougher laws in an age of terrorism.
What could possibly be the argument for allowing a terrorist suspect to buy a semi-automatic weapon?
You don't stop the bad guys by taking away our guns. You stop the bad guys by using our guns.
And Cruz also spent a lot of time focusing on American ground forces in Syria, saying he supports the idea, but he would rather defer to military experts in order to best plan a strategy. This is effort supported also by Governors Jeb Bush and Dr. Ben Carson. Meanwhile, President Obama last night saying that we can't let history repeat itself with issuing these mass deployments.
So, Addie, another polarizing topic is the language that people are using when talking about Muslims. I know that in the speech last night, President Obama said that he was concerned that some of that was insensitive, even coming from the candidates, reminding the American people that there are Muslims who serve in the forces overseas. Did you find that Cruz or any other candidates addressed that today?
Maybe not specifically, but he was talking, especially in that quote, about being a schoolmarm and lecturing, that President Obama was maybe pushing forward an agenda of that Americans had Islamophobia, and Cruz said that honestly he didn't think that we needed to focus on that effort, instead focus on those efforts overseas and ways that we can be keeping our guns and arming the people that are law-abiding citizens.
All right, Addie, there's a lot to talk about on this topic. Thank you for that. In fact, about a half hour ago, we got word from Donald Trump's campaign that the GOP frontrunner wants a, quote, complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
Yeah, Trump's announcement cites a poll that claims there is a, quote, great hatred towards the United States by large segments of the Muslim population.
A new nonprofit focused on fighting gun violence